Well, hello friends. So today is a mystery swap that is hosted by Kathy with Kathy Joe's DIYs and Missy with Crafty Cove. Both of these women I just absolutely love. And our theme is that we had to send at least 6 Easter projects and 6 other must-use projects. So 12 must-use projects altogether. Anything other than that is optional. So I got my box from Sarah with Sunflowers and DIYing. Sorry, I wanted to call it Sarah and Sunflowers. And I sent my box to Amanda with 6 kids and a glue gun. Hopefully she likes me after that box. Anyways, so yeah, we're ready to open this box up. I'm a little nervous, so let's see what it is. Now I did cut the box open, but did not look inside of it before I started filming. So she sent me a little note here. Okay, so let's see here. Some black socks. You know, my husband could use these. Okay. Not bad. I've got an idea. Shower rings. Okay, I can do that. Ooh, look at these earrings. Oh my goodness. Those are beautiful. They're sunflowers. Beautiful earrings. Oh, thank you. I love them. Okay. Okay, now Sarah is a new Mary Kay. Another shower ring. Consultant. So she sent me some goodies. Yay, thank you. Honestly, I love Mary Kay. I used to use it all the time, and I had to stop using it because I was having a reaction to some of their stuff. And couldn't figure out why, and then the stuff that I could use, they discontinued, which made me really sad because I used Mary Kay for many, many, many years. Oh, look at that beautiful ribbon. Okay. A carton full of goodies. I can't wait to see the goodies. Oh my goodness, she knows what I love. She knows what I like. And we've got some tea, stress relief tea. Perfect. I might need it after opening this. Some more throat comfort. That's perfect. And some chocolates. I love chocolate and chamomile tea. Thank you. But I have to make something Christmassy with an egg carton. I don't know what. Oh my goodness. I'll have to think about this. Some rhinestones. Some, I don't know if these are stickers or, I think they're transfer letters. Perfect. A cross. Perfect. I can use that. A bunny rabbit. Okay, guys, how am I going to use a bunny rabbit for Christmas crafts? This cute little chickadee. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And some bunny napkins. Oh, you guys. Okay, well, I'm going to have to start thinking about this. Wish me luck. And you'll see what I create with all these in just a few. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use some of this vinyl paper I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I'm going to use these shower rings that were sent to me from Sarah. I'm going to use some of these wood letters. I got this in a huge pack of letters from Hobby Lobby. And then this Garland picks from Dollar Tree, these holly berries from Hobby Lobby, this sign from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to use some twine. This I think I got from Walmart. And then my Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson, my Waverly antique wax, and then my chalk paint in the color Snow White. So I'm going to start off by removing the picture from the sign and then removing that piece that stands out. And once I have this all removed, it did take a little bit of effort here, but not too bad. Once I have that removed, which will be any second now. Yes, any second. Oh my goodness. I'm going to trace out my vinyl and then I'm going to cut it out to fit my picture here. Then I'm just going to lay it on the top and it's as easy as that. After that, I painted the frame with my white chalk paint and then went over it with antique wax and painted the letters with my crimson. Then I put the picture into the frame and I just closed the bottom portions of the picture, the clips. Then I took my Garland picks and I covered each one of them with 2 Garland picks. So it took 2 picks to cover each of the shower rings. And then once that was done, I am going to give it a haircut. And you guys, it was a mess. It makes such a mess when I do this. So if you're going to do this, I would recommend doing this over a garbage can. That's what I did with the other 3, but I just did that so you could see what I did. Then I took these little berry picks and there's 2 on one. So I put 4 picks on each wreath. And once I had them twisted on, it's super easy to put them on there. Then I'm going to add my letters in the middle of each wreath. And I just use a little hot glue there. And then I'm going to take some twine and I'm going to wrap it around the top of my wreath and tie a knot on it. And then I'm going to cut them down to the sizes that I wanted to hang from the top of my frame in a layering effect. So I just kind of measured there how I wanted it and then trimmed it down. After I had them all done, I went ahead and threaded those twine pieces up above at the top of my picture frame since I did not have the little tabs closed. And then I'm just going to hot glue the twine to the back of my picture, and then I went ahead and closed the rest of those clips on the back of my picture frame. Hopefully that made sense. And then I went and I just kind of tacked each one of those wreaths down with my hot glue. And once I have that all completed, oh, you guys, I just love this one. This is my favorite one out of all of these. I went ahead and made a finger bow with some of that twine, and I hot glued a finger or a bow onto each one of my little wreaths. And then that is all there is for this one. I absolutely love this one. This one, like I said, is definitely my favorite out of all of these today. Y'all let me know what you think about this one in the comment box below. Okay, today is the Christmas special mystery box challenge, and it is hosted by my sweet friends Kathy Jo at Kathy Jo's DIYs and Missy with Crafty Cove, and it is full of some amazing ladies and artists. So if you want to check out the description box below, you will see a link to Amanda's video where I sent my box to, and then she will have a link to C's and so forth and so forth. So you can click on each link, or you can just click the playlist and watch it that way too. But make sure you check this out. I know it's going to be so much fun, and I can't wait to see what everybody made. So here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, now this is my second favorite, I took my Cricut and made this decal. I'm going to use this cross that Sarah sent me, and then this plaque from Dollar Tree and my Waverly antique wax. So I started off by removing the hanger from that cross, and then I'm just brushing on my antique wax like you see right there. And then after I brush it on, I'm going to just wipe it off, or wipe off the excess with that paper towel. And I only did the front because you're not going to see the back. After that, I took my decals here and I am just adding them to the front of my sign. And then I'm going to, once I have this one on, I'm going to take the next word and I'm going to add it to the cross. Now, vinyl and wax don't like to mix very well, so I did have a little bit of a struggle getting that on there, but I do just work at it and I eventually get it on. Then I took my hot glue and I'm going to glue this right on the corner there of my sign. And then I have this pack from Hobby Lobby. I love this. It's like paper poinsettias and holly greenery. I hope they have them. I got this last year and I absolutely love them. And then I'm just going to take this pick. Now this pick came from a candle wreath from Hobby Lobby, and I just bought it because I wanted those picks. So I've been tearing it apart ever since I got it. And then I'm taking some of these little berries that came from Walmart, off of a pick from Walmart, and there it is. Super simple, but I love it. And I love the meaning, because you know what? Christmas is all about Christ in our house. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you'll find the links to my accounts in my description box below. And those are the places where I post a lot more of my personal life. Okay, here's DIY number 3. Okay, I used these socks from Sarah, this bunny rabbit from Sarah, the egg carton from Sarah, some more of this ribbon here, and then I've got a tin can and one of these little candle plates from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start off by taking my can and just covering the can with my sock. Now, if you might be a good idea to paint the can black, because you can kind of see through the sock a little bit, but it's not that bad. Then I took the plate and I stuffed it in the next sock here, and I am just going to kind of maneuver the sock around so that I have the opening at the top part of my plate. And then once I have that right in the middle there, I'm going to stuff it up into my can. Now, if you recreate this and want to make it permanent, you could definitely cut that all off and glue it. I don't know if I'm making this permanent. So then, as you see there, I cut the ears off that bunny rabbit because I'm just going to use the ears. And then I cut out 4 of the little cups from that egg carton. And I'm going to trim down each one of those pieces that are coming up. And I'm just trimming them down to look like petals. I probably could have rounded the ends a little bit, but you know what? I still love the way it came out. And then once I have them all trimmed down, I'm going to kind of cut little slats in between each one of those. And that's what I'm doing right there. So that way you can spread them out a little bit better. So once I had all 4 of them cut out, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson, and I'm going to paint the front and the back of each one of those. After they were dry, or while they were drying, I took my Waverly chalk paint in the color Fern, and I gave those bunny ears like 3 coats of paint. And then once everything was dry, I started hot gluing my petals all together, just like you see me doing right there, to just kind of form. I'm trying to make it look like a poinsettia. I think I did a pretty good job. You have to let me know what you think. But anyways, after I had that all done, I took some of these beads that I had in my stash and I painted them with some gold paint. And then I'm just hot gluing them in the middle of my poinsettia. Or poinsettia, however you say that. After I have this all done, I am going to add some of the ribbon around my little snowman hat that I created. And then after that, I'm going to hot glue that poinsettia to the front of my hat. And then I'm going to take those ears and I'm going to put a little bit of the Fix-All glue on it and some hot glue and add that to the back of my poinsettia, because that's going to be the leaves. And that's all there was for this. I think this hat came out so cute. And who would have thought that the leaves are ears and the flowers are egg cartons? Who would have thought, huh? You have to let me know what you think about that one as well. Okay, it's time for a celebration of your recreation. And Amy with Crafting with Amy sent me these beautiful pictures. Oh my goodness, girl, these are beautiful. You did a wonderful job. Make sure you check out her channel. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can email pictures to my email address that's listed there on the screen, or to Instagram Messenger or Facebook Messenger, and I'd be happy to showcase them for you. Okay, guys, this one cracks me up. DIY number 4. Oh my goodness, you guys. I actually did this one first, but I like it the least. So I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color white, both the ribbons that Sarah sent me, this cute little chickadee, these rabbit napkins, these little stickers, and then my rub-on transfers that came from Sarah, and then this house that I had. So I'm going to start off by removing the hanger from the back. And then I am going to remove the wreath and the roof overhang there. And the roof is on there with glue, but also is stapled. You can see the staples in the back. So if you recreate this, or if you are using this piece, you want to be careful when you pull that off that you don't poke yourself. But I did remove the staples from the back as well. And I did paint the backside with the white, and then I went over the roof overhang thing with my antique wax. Then I'm just going around the painted area with my Mod Podge, and then I cut out the rabbits from this napkin because I just wanted to use the pink polka dots. So I cut off the recipe. It's a really cool recipe on that napkin, and the rabbits. And then while I was waiting for my house to dry, I decided to go ahead and paint this. Now, when I got this wood piece, I was trying to figure out what to do with it. And so I turned it around and I turned it upside down. And the minute I did that, I saw a gnome. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make a gnome with this. So I'm just painting in his hat. I think I might have went even a little farther down with the red here. But at the top is the little like ball of the hat. And I started to paint that red and realized, oh, I wanted it white. But I probably should have kept it red because it's kind of hard to see it against the white background. So I might have to do something to change that up a little bit. But here I'm just going over that top part with my white paint. And then I'm going to paint the rest of this, which to me looks like a beard, with my white chalk paint there. And you guys, this thing just cracks me up every time I look at it. I just laugh. Oh my goodness. And I'm not a huge fan of gnomes, but this one just makes me laugh. Anyway, so after I had that done, I probably should have just stopped at that, but I thought, no, I want to do something more. So I took one of these little stickers. Of course, I knew I was going to make a nose with it. So I'm just painting it. I gave it 2 coats of white to help cover up that blue. And then I took some apple barrel pink Posh, I believe it's called, and I went over the white with that. After that, I was like, okay, my house is ready to go. It's dry. So I took pieces of that napkin. Now, I would not recommend decoupaging pieces of napkin because you can see the seams, but I knew I was going to have enough of that covered. It wouldn't matter. So once I had it all laid out, I took my parchment paper, laid it on top, and I'm using my heat press to go and reactivate the glue so that that napkin adheres to it. And this is a great way because it doesn't have, you don't get wrinkles this way. Then after that, I just covered it again with Mod Podge to help protect it and let it dry again. Then I took that nose and I'm going to hot glue it onto my gnome. And then I took this faux fur I got from Hobby Lobby. Now this is where the fun begins. So I thought, okay, this should be fun. So I hot glue it on, and as I'm hot gluing, I'm like, oh, I love this. This will look great. It looks like a Santa gnome. Oh, how fun. And so I get it all hot glued on, and I'm like, well, it's kind of long. I don't think I want it that long. So, okay, I'll just cut it and trim it. Oh my goodness, you guys. I had fuzzy hair pieces everywhere. I'm still finding it. I don't know how many times I used my lint roller to brush things up, my little vacuum. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. And then I flip it over and it's like, oh my gosh, that is the worst haircut ever. Oh my goodness. So I set it aside and I went to finish my house. I'm just using my parchment paper and heat press again, just to make sure that no wrinkles are in there at all. And once I pull this off gently, I trimmed off the excess on the side too. I took some of this fluffy yarn that I have, and I decided to go around the top part of the nose and the edge of where the hat and the beard meet. But I did take another piece of that faux fur, and I kind of cut it down a little bit better and just hot glued it on top of the other layer because it was so bad. Anyways, then I took my roof piece and I hot glued it to the top, and then I took these rub-on transfers. Now these were not so good, so I cut out all the letters I was going to use, and as I started doing the word gnome, they just did not want to work. They were, I mean, you barely touch the letter and it would start peeling off. And so when I was putting it on there, there was just coming off in chunks. And so I was like, oh, I was so frustrated. So I thought, well, if I can get the word gnome on here, then I'm going to use my Cricut to do the rest, which is what I did. But as you can see, I did have to go over the word gnome with my marker because it was just so splotchy. So then after I got it all done, I took my little gnome and I am hot gluing it to the front of my sign. And oh my goodness, it cracks me up. Anyways, then I took this ribbon and I'm just making a bow by doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up in the middle. And then I'm going to use some jute twine to tie it and so that it stays scrunched up. And after I have this done, I'm going to take that burlap ribbon, that bright pink burlap ribbon, and I cut off a piece. I don't know how long it was. I just kind of eyed it. And I put some hot glue on it and I used my finger protectors and I just mashed it together. And then I am scrunching it to make it look like a bow. And then I'm going to use some twine to tie it in place, and then I'm going to use that same twine to tie to the other bow. So I have like a double bow there. And then after that, I am going to hot glue that to the top of my house. And then I'm just going to add the hanger. I did add some shipping paper to the back of that so you didn't see it. And there it is. My funny Christmas gnome. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the final reveal, you guys. This was so much fun. I hope you are enjoying today's video and I hope you enjoyed this playlist. If you do, make sure you give me that thumbs up and comment. And if you are new here, welcome. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, please make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. And with that all being said, you guys, I will be back again on Sunday with another fun video. But make sure you check out everyone's videos. I know this is going to be fun. And with all that, you guys have a blessed weekend. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.